What's good, YouTube? Casey the Quiet Warrior. Now, today's video is not scripted out or bullet pointed down. This video is straight off the dome, something I want to get off my mind, something I want to get off my chest. So therefore, this video is probably going to be all over the place. It may be short or long. It depends, but, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Now, today I want to talk about mental health, and this is something that I touched on a little bit in a previous video a little while back, but I didn't really get into it too much. But what I want to go over with that is that nothing else can function or operate in your mind if you don't have your mental health right. Because if you want to set out to do anything in life, whether that be positive or negative, it all comes from the mind. The mind is the key activator. It's like the key that goes in the ignition that starts the car. You know what I mean? The mind is the activator of everything. It's the thing that makes you function, every day, aside from the other organs in your body too. But, not trying to get too sciencey or anything like that, but just understand that if you're trying to seek out success, if you're trying to better your life, if you're trying to self-improve, if you're trying to get rid of bad habits, if you're trying to get rid of bad thoughts or figure out what you're trying to do in general, you have to have your mental health right first. Because if your mental is not right, anything else will not be right. You have to have your mind right in order to get anything else right, because that is the key factor based upon how you operate as a person throughout your day-to-day life. And like I said in the previous video, I feel like it's not really talked about a lot or mentioned too much. But you can't plan out and reach for success if you don't have your mental health right. Because when you have your mental health right and you have everything in order mentally, everything else that you want to do will align up with that. Because if you're always having negative thoughts and you're always having negative perceptions about yourself, and all you can think of is negative things on a daily basis, how are you going to be able to grow and achieve success and achieve what you want to do in life if you're always having negative, counteractive thoughts in your head on a day-to-day basis? You know what I mean? It has to sync up, because the mind and what you set out to achieve, it will not align unless you have your mind right. Because what you put in your mind, what you think about yourself, that's what you will perceive as other people think of you and what you think of yourself as a being. When you're always spewing out negative things in your mind and thinking that you have, people putting negative perceptions on you and on a day-to-day basis, you're gonna attract just more negativity, because your mind is not aligned with the right things. And that's what I feel like is really the downfall to a lot of people. Because when you don't have your mind right and you don't have it aligned, things are just, they're not gonna match up. It's not gonna well good. It won't be right. And this may sound a little cliche, but it is the simple and plain truth. If you want to get anything done, if you want to do anything in life, especially positive wise and bettering yourself in general, you gotta have the right mindset. You gotta have the mindset of abundance. Because when you have this mindset, and it's really hard for me to explain because it's still something I'm new to and just starting to learn about, but when you have the mindset of abundance and you're letting in positivity and guide and just letting your thoughts flow freely and not feeling so negative about yourself or putting out a negative perception about yourself and just overall um spewing out things that aren't even true to yourself in general, it just will not align. And when you have that abundant mindset, you're more likely to link up with the things that you want to receive in life. Because when you think about yourself in general and what you want to do and what you want to set out to achieve and succeed at life in, you have to have the right mindset. And it's only two ways. You're either going to have a negative mindset or a positive mindset. And it really depends because, like I said, with that negative mindset, you won't be able to get things that you want to get in life and set out to achieve and succeed at, because you're steady blocking your blessings. You're blocking the blessings that you may not even realize that you had. But until you change your mindset over into positivity and you let go and you stop internally judging yourself, within your head, you're gonna start to attract more things, because everything attracts from the mind and how you perceive yourself and how you operate on a day-to-day basis. And that's really what I'm trying to get at. Like I said, this video was not written out. It was not, scripted or anything like that. Just straight off the dome, because I feel like if you don't have this, if you don't have the right mindset, like I said, which may sound cliche, you're just overall gonna block yourself from achieving what you want to do in your life. And, it can be hard because coming from a negative side and a negative perception that you put out in your mind and you put out into what other people may think about you, it's hard to change that, especially when you become so accustomed and used to it. So I'm not saying that, you can switch your negative mindset to positive mindset overnight. No, obviously it's going to take some time. And that's where you come in and you do the shadow work on yourself. And this could be done with affirmations. This could be done with journaling. This could be done with spending time alone and self-reflecting. This could be done with meditation. This could be done with spending time alone, doing the things that you enjoy and love to do in general as your true self. And when you use all of these things together, especially when you're watching self-improvement content like this, and you're putting that into your life and utilizing those things, it won't happen overnight. Your mindset won't shift from negative to positive overnight. But over time, it will slowly start to go over without you even realizing, until that day happens. And once that happens, I'm not gonna say that you can never have negative thoughts ever again or anything like that, but once you shift over and you start thinking more positive and having more abundant thoughts and things like that, you're just going to be more prone to be able to set out and achieve and get the things that you want to get done in life done. And it all starts with you doing the shadow work and improving yourself as a being in general. And you have to want it, because if you don't, you'll always be stuck and you'll be dormant in that same position that you were stuck at, in the beginning. You know what I mean? So just know, if you want to change your mindset, or if you want to succeed in anything in life, it all starts with your mindset. Because if you don't have that right, then anything else won't be right. And I feel like this is underlooked, and that's why I wanted to come on here and talk about. But like I said, you can change this with meditation, affirmations, doing things that you love to do alone, spending time by yourself alone, and self-reflecting on your thoughts, and journaling. Those things right there, and being on your purpose. Once you find your purpose, those things right there will really boost your mindset and overall have a more positive and disciplined and sharper mindset, and you'll be able to succeed at the things you want to do. So just remember, if you want to set out to do anything, you got to make sure your mindset is right first.